Yo, Alexander. How you doing, buddy? Just sorting out live split real quick. Okay. I assume live split works and doesn't bug out like it did yesterday. Okay, it seems all good. Hi Alex, Ink and Splash of Juice, welcome. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I took the liberty of trying to practice slippery climb before this run. Just in case. But I mean, I still think that first hyper jump is kinda luck. But I really don't want to fail the second hyper jump again though. I was also trying to mess around a little bit on Crash 2 time trials last night and didn't get anywhere over, but it still feels weird to me being back on Crash 1 again. It's like if you go on Crash 2 for even like an hour or something, and then you revert back to Crash 1, it just feels so different for some reason. Yo Pierre, you like Pierre? I mean, I don't really know that, but okay. Oh yeah, emergency action, I can only read English, so for anyone who doesn't type in English, then I won't be able to understand him, I'm afraid. Hi Ryan, hope you're doing well. Okay, good. I didn't get screwed over by Great Gate for once. Unless somehow I'm actually fell down the hole right there or something. Great Gate is just one of those levels that just likes to screw you over for no apparent reason. It annoys me. Hi Robin. Even now I'm streaming. That's good to hear, Ryan. That was sort of like really close to time trial strat kind of jumps right there. Where you just risk falling in the hole. Hope I'm good. Yeah, I'm very good. Thanks, Robin. I did the usual and just applied for some jobs earlier. Trying to like plan stuff for the weekend, but it's very hard to plan stuff with like friends and stuff when you have no idea what their plans are or anything. Because I live like 45 minutes away from everyone now, so it's very hard. Hiya, Hansen. You're playing that on Uncharted 4. Oh yeah, the boulders part. I mean, I don't know. I'm like actually, I'm dead. Well, I'm not dead. I haven't actually like got Uncharted, but I am aware that boulders is playable on Uncharted. Oh crap. Risk. No. That was a pointless risk. Hate when the leaf doesn't trigger properly. Like, no chance. I mean, it is possible, but you have to have some really good jumps prior to it. What kind of jobs do I apply for? Mainly just like, stores and bar work and stuff. Like bar work is the thing I'm most interested in, mainly because I've like done voluntary on it in the past, so I know stuff about it. I mean, I'm not a pro or anything, but but if I fail this round, it means I'm gonna have to reset. Okay, I didn't fail it. Face reveal. Yeah, I don't even like have a webcam or anything for doing that. Not that I'm really too bothered about it right now anyway. I also hate doing this level without the triple mask is so slow. I'll just take the mini time loss as the first run of the day, so I'm not going to reset over that. Just fame the upstream jump. Am I going to uni this year? No, I don't think uni's really for me. I mean, I went to college and I know like how much work is involved in it. I mean, I tend to be good like academic stuff, but when there's loads of it, I tend to hate it. Then again, I also don't know what I'd want to do at uni either. Hiya, Tiernan. Oh, I don't have a face. I mean, I guess that's possible. Maybe, I don't know. Did I speedrun other games? Not yet. I mean, I'll probably do Spyro when it comes out though. But this is my first speed game anyway. You said for uni doing minimum work, then again no essays and maths. Yeah, because all I hear about uni is about like how much work there is and that they, like people just don't have any time to do anything they want. I mean, I guess it depends what uni you're at and everything, so. Ooh, Spyro came out, yeah, it got delayed, didn't it? I mean, as I've said before, like, I don't even mind that it gets delayed because at least there's more time on it. Don't really want to repeat Event of the Dragonfly where it's just completely rushed. Oh, missing that box. They're secretly adding ETD hence the delay, imagine it. It all of a sudden turns into Spyro reignited quadrilogy. Well, I just got really bad RNG on this bike, so I'm not beating this bike at the end. So I'm guessing I've lost like 4 seconds on 9 and 1 total so far. I would guess. I'm pretty sure there's not an invincibility on Rolling Stones, these 3 and then the one for that level. It's not too bad though. Hi Aleph, how you doing? Get through this level with no silly fails. It is surprising that like on stream I never fail this level. At least as of late, and if I do it off stream I always fail this level because I'm stupid. So weird. Hey Luca. Welcome. I'm afraid I can't understand whatever language that is, by the way. I'm sorry. You spent 7 hours straight writing Spanish. That sounds like torture. Unless of course you're good at Spanish. But even then, 7 hours, that's a long time. I mean, I did Spanish in high school, and I still failed it. I mean, I didn't technically fail it, I just didn't get a very good pass on it. I remember, like, on French and Spanish at school, there was this test where, like, the speaking exam was all prepped. So it's like, you'd plan what you want to say for the speaking exam, because you knew what questions were going to be asked, so all you had to do was just write down an answer, and then memorize it. So I got, like, an A in French and, like, a B in Spanish for the speaking exam, because I knew exactly what I was going to say prior to the exam. That was so stupid. Like, it's the most flawed thing I've ever seen. I mean, even on the writing exam, you can kind of do the same thing. If you know, like, what the topic is, you can still, like, prep for it. It's just one of those things. But then, like, the actual exam where you just get, like, random questions thrown at you, that's the one I hate, because it's really impossible. But yeah, I like how you can, like, basically cheese 2 of the 3 things you gotta do in French and Spanish, at least in my high school. And then I still didn't, like, get a good pass in it because the final one is just so impossible. Unless you generally know how to speak French and Spanish. Learning a language sucks. Yeah. Apparently, like, English is one of the hardest languages to learn as well, apparently. I mean, obviously I wouldn't know because I speak English anyway. So, I mean, if I failed the French and Spanish one, then God knows how people cope with the English one. If that is technically true. What the hell happened here? That was a really weird box setup. Level Splash was a 15-minute conversation with no prep, it nearly killed you. Yeah, I mean, if I had no prep, like, we had weeks of practice to memorize our lines, basically, for this speaking exam. It's like, no wonder everyone did well in it. If you had good memory, then you could pass it. It was as simple as that. Because you prepped it, and then you would go to the teacher and check it was good. And then once they worked out, like, what was wrong with it, you just fixed it, and once they said it was okay, then you just memorized it and you were set. Didn't move right enough though. You fail it twice, hope you won't fail it thrice, yeah. I mean, even with my English, I mean, I know, like, English is harder than, like, technically French and Spanish, because, I mean, you have to know, like, all the tricks of English if you're doing, like, the actual language itself. But yeah, I got 1 mark off a pass the first time round, so I had to do it again, or, like, I asked for, like, actually, no, it's, like, 5 marks off, oh, for God's sake. Yeah, it was, like, 5 marks off the first time when they marked it, and then I asked for it to be remarked just to see if I could get a pass out, but then I was, like, 1 mark off, so I had to redo the whole thing again. But I passed it the second time, or the third time, I guess you could say. Actually, no, it would be the second time. But I mean, to take it the second time, I had to literally do a year in college of it, so that kind of sucked. Hi Miles. Sounds almost the same as your German lessons, had an A and then a crap term, can't really get it, yeah. Yeah, and like the French speaking exam I got an A, but I still managed to fail it because the final exam was apparently like so impossibly hard. And it wasn't just me that found this like impossibly hard either. Like pretty much everyone said the main exam itself, where you had no idea what was coming or what questions were going to be thrown at you. Just like a normal paper, I guess you could say. Like everyone basically failed that. Because it was basically way, way harder than what had ever been in previous years, so I heard. Which is kind of dumb. Like, surely the paper should be the same difficulty every year, so the grades actually are meaningful. Because if a paper's harder, you might as well just say like a C is just as much worth as an A is, you know? Like if the test is that much harder overall, but people would never see it in that way because it's just a letter at the end of the day. Greater way to hard hit as low pass mark. Yeah, generally. But I mean, still, like, if the questions are harder, then you're not going to get marks anyway. Like, that's the stupid thing about it. It's like in maths, if they just throw a bunch of, like, impossible questions at you, you don't have a clue what you're doing, then it's nearly impossible to get a single mark out of it. Because most of the marks are from knowing how to work it out, but if you can't know how to work it out, then you're screwed. It's just one of those things. Got a D on English language, yeah. I did too until I retook it. I actually get a C on it eventually. And the weird thing is I hate English lit, but I passed lit first try. And got a B somehow. Even though I hate poems so much. Like, I literally have no interest in poetry or Shakespeare stuff, so... Yes, I looked into sunset, right? This time I should get a good cycle. If I don't, then this game's rigged, because I did research on sunset. If you miss the first cycle and the second climb, then you should be fine to take the second platform and just brush it and make it. There we go. Yeah, it's really hard to make that cycle though if you miss the one the second time. Possible, but really hard. Okay. Then difficulty is subjective, yes. I mean, they don't lower the pass grade by much if the paper's harder. Like, really not by much at all. Like, we're talking like a few marks. Nice, light split didn't work. Why? Where am I from? I'm from England. Yo, chillers. Curse you, crawler. Why? I knew I wasn't gonna get it when you threw it that early. Yeah, Crawler hates me recently, it's just one of those things. But I don't need it for 43, thank god. You get German too. I mean, I took languages in high school because there wasn't anything else I wanted to do. I didn't really want to do history or geography because it wasn't my thing. Yo, Concasm. Hey Angel, what's hardest level of Crash 1? Oh, easily Koala because it's luck. If you want to get the hyper jump ladders, it saves 30 seconds, which I didn't get. But other than that, High Road. High Road's the worst. Easily High Road and then probably Slippery Climb afterwards. But it's all like depending on what stuff you go for. But like, I would practice Koala, but it feels so useless to me to practice it. Like, I know how the trick works, it's just stupid. I'm dead. Or I'm not dead. That was close. I jump on ropes so easily. I wouldn't say I do it easily. I mean, I died earlier on Red to no web, but I know it's just muscle memory. And not getting ledged, hopefully. Because they like to throw you off very easily. And there's nothing you can do about it. If they decide to throw you off, you can't even, like, recover it. It's like you're dead immediately. Hours of practice, yeah. I mean, I've spent longer on rope levels than anyone probably, and I still can't do it, so... like, on a consistent basis. Yeah, PC records are like way lower because Crash runs faster. That applies to every level on all 3 games. Because it runs at 60 FPS, so... And for an idea of how much faster it is, I've probably said this before, but running in a straight line in Toxic Waste gains 3 seconds on the time trial. So basically 51 seconds will gain you about 3 seconds on PC, if it makes any kind of sense. PS4 is where it's at. I know for that hardcore difficulty. I mean, it's more satisfying to get a run on PS4. At least 90%. I mean, if I actually do get somehow actually get like a really like phenomenal run with all the strats, can you imagine it? I do wonder if getting those 6 boxes are actually worth it. Because you run so much faster doing invincibility, maybe it's better to make distance with the invincibility rather than taking the boxes. I mean, I'd never know unless I properly timed it, like, perfectly. But it's nothing major anyway. Not fair for a record to be obtained on PC. I mean, it already is. But no, like, if I ever went for a record on PS4, I wouldn't worry about the PC record. Considering you're, like, properly handicapped. like you beat what's possible, because right now the chance of beating the on the PC back on PS4 for any percent is 0, or like nah, not quite 0, but it's possible, but to the point where it's pretty much impossible. Which Crash that was hardest for me? Me in time trials. I'd say Generator more Stormier Sun strats. Holy crap! I actually did a perfect high road. But nah, just it's not perfect round, I didn't get Koala. And I lost like... Technically I lose 3 seconds on Sunset for not catching the cycle, and I lose about 3 seconds on Wrong Stones. And a tad bit on Lost City bonus, but... When you can never obtain the perfect round, that's an absolute legend. Okay, well, I got a form of hyper jump, just, like very just got that. And I can never get the second one. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Like, I keep jumping at the second one too early, I'm guessing. But of course, like, during practice I got it 100% of the time, so I was like, I'm not worried about this whatsoever. Then Run comes along. And I of course fail it. Oh wow, well, now I'm dead. I hate the top floor slippery climb, that jump there sucks. Shit, I might as well update Best Blitzer. Oh, thanks Congasm for the 2, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. More people need to donate. I mean, I'm not forcing anyone to donate. Hi, Bison. Yeah, it's unfortunate I didn't get that second hyper jump though. I don't even need to go for the Jaws strat either, like the really hard one. It is possible to make the cycle, like the same cycle in Jaws with the, without the stupid behind the wall jump I went for yesterday. Hiya, Gio. Glad I can have fun. Thank you. That's the plan. I mean, there's no point in doing runs if you don't have fun doing it. Practice koala. If I fail this run, I'll practice it then. But I genuinely think it's like a frame perfect jump and that is really hard to get. I mean, it's the hardest strat for a reason, so... Well, at least hardest strat that we go for. Technically it's not the hardest strat because that goes to the generating strats. That I have no intention of ever doing. In fact, the generating strats are so hard that I've never actually ever made the jump before. Like the proper good strats. Hey digital masterpieces. Please use OBS, you can see the timer. I did try before. Except that, it basically destroyed my laptop. To the point where OBS has sort of crashed. I'm not really kidding. And it also means I can't really stream in good quality either, so I mean... I think I have to like stream in 360 if I stream off OBS, if my laptop's useless. And internet's not that great either. But if I could, then I obviously would do it. Like once I get the run, I always read timer though. Like I can record off my laptop without OBS crashing, just about. I mean, it's given me like 5 hours in the past, somehow. It didn't even specify what the error was, it's like error, and then the recording stopped. Great. Hey Margie. Yeah, either I'm getting like way better at any percent now that I'm actually getting further, or me just listening to random video game soundtracks actually works. Maybe NST secretly pisses me off on any percent. I mean, there's only so many times you can hear the same thing over and over again. Oh, the cash is the butterfly effect. So true. Czech Republic has great beer for cheap price, does it really? The more you know. Bad Czech level of good music, yeah. I've seen some nice chill music for time trials. I guess one of the levels that I sometimes actually kept the music playing when I did time trials was obviously enough to agree. Sometimes. But I swear, like, listening to other stuff just gets me in the zone, so that's what I'm doing right now. Game's boring, you can't wait for Spyro. I mean, you got win over to 3 months now. Thanks to the delay that happened, or got announced yesterday. Yeah, I'm glad I speedrun this game because it's actually a lot of fun. I know there's gonna be like people who have no idea like how that can even be possible when you do it over and over again, but it's actually kind of fun. It's one of those things you have to do, I guess, until you work out why. Afterwards done the Crash. No, I don't think he's done with it. There's no way he can be done with it. I think he's just taking a break from it for now. We all need those breaks at some point. And I mean, Crash 2 especially, I feel like screws you over more than Crash 1 does, and that's saying something right there. So maybe I'm only saying that because I've barely played Crash 2 in comparison, so I'm not as experienced in it. Which is probably the case. Crash 2 is glitched. Yeah, there's also this stupid boss portal glitch, isn't there, on Crash 2? That sucked. That happened to me once. I couldn't think what to do to fix it. Just had to go down back to Portal 1, because I couldn't get in Komodo Bros. It's such a dumb glitch, like the speedrun, yeah, you can't go fast because the portal glitch is out. Like, at least the problems in this game are very minor. Like, once you know what you're doing with it, the problems in this game are very minor. This is mainly just getting ledged off stuff is the main issue. And for the most part, you can, like, stop that from happening if you just got a bit of care. Except from the ropes. I mean, the ropes are just another thing altogether. But for the most part, you can stop it from happening, which is good. Oh yeah, the only other thing that annoys me is the turtle bounces. Am I going to make this cycle? Oh, that was close. That was probably as close as you can get. You all know how those fire hitboxes are, they're fantastic. Abby was Crash 2 Master. True. Abby's unstoppable. He can do like all these crazy hop slides on PS4, which is just phenomenal to even think about. Like, if I tried them, I just can't even get anywhere close to getting hop slides that he does. Could you speedrun the Crash 1 version I do in NST? Nah. Mainly because, like, everything is different. And I'm not even, like, joking when I say that. The movement tech is different, everything is different. Because Crash 1, like, OG Crash 1 requires, like, zigzagging and all this stuff. And different strats and everything. Different cycles you can catch. At least I'll just assume there's different cycles you can catch, because objects will probably function differently. Because better than Stu. I'd say they're equal. Oh, they both have like full knowledge of Crash 2. Like they both have full knowledge. They both can get hop slides on a consistent basis, so like I really couldn't split them. It's just that Stu's been grinding hard recently and getting records. He's a god. Don't creep girls out. I mean, that is the first step to making that work. Yeah, hashtag advice. I mean, I wish I could tell you the secret, but I really don't know the secret. Hey, Psycho. I'm playing on PS4, yes I am. I wish I could play on PC, but laptop's not good enough. I really don't like care. I know some people always want a definitive version of the game for speedrunning, but I really don't care less, to be completely honest. I mean, I play to just get better, you know, and improve, and also have fun. He gets more consistent too. Well, I've watched them both and they're both really consistent. Like on both PS4 and PC, they're both pretty much the same from what I've seen. Well, I hate when this happens. It's very awkward. You have to work out how to fix it without breaking the bottom boxes, which is so easy to do. Because if you just accidentally bounce off a box on the top and you spin, then bottom box breaks and you die. Secret is confidence, protection, and charm. Those are pretty good traits. Why was that jump so weird? At least I recognised it was really off, so I stopped for a second. Why was there a second bat spawn? What? I just got joked. Like, why the hell was there a second bat spawn? Well, with invincibility. Don't go to the mall to talk to girls. Yeah, then you just run to the people who like the girls who just like shopping all the time. Make friends work cool. Work bars if there's a chance. They must be like really weird if it's like your work colleague. Because what if it didn't work out and you had to still work with them the rest of the time? It'd be really awkward. Can't wait to Koala. Koala's like the highlight of the run until you get past it in this high road. Which is just as likely to go wrong as Koala is. If I've tested on PC, what are my thoughts on the movement? I mean, I haven't played it myself because my laptop wouldn't handle it, so there's no point in destroying my laptop for it. But from what I've seen, the PC version is obviously the better version because you can catch cycles and such that you couldn't on PS4 because of the faster movement. But from what I've seen, the only thing that would annoy me at first glance is like every time you land from a jump, Crash looks like he gets caught on the floor a bit. Due to the 60 FPS or something, I don't even know. It looks really annoying, but I guess once you got used to it, it's not even noticeable. And also the constant jumping is on PC is faster than standard walking. On a flat ground, that is. Am I trying to break world records in other games besides Crash? Not at the moment. I mean, Crash is my first speed game, so we'll see where I go from here. But I'd expect Spyro to be my second speed game, or at least give it a try. Like, whether I'd break world records in Spyro, I highly doubt it, considering the original runners are going to be doing it. And they obviously have knowledge of, like, the routing and everything. Which I don't yet. Not to say I couldn't, like, spend time on and actually get good at the game, though. It's kind of weird how that lizard will never hit you though. It's like you blatantly hit him, but you just bounce off him instead of getting hurt, so I never even spin him anymore because there's no point. Sparkle's leg gives you extra time to get boulders. That's true. Think of the positives. I had a different voice back on the SRE stream, yeah. I had no confidence back then whatsoever. Like, I'm genuinely, like, a year ago, I was very, very shy for those who didn't know. Wow, this is bad. I hate messing up sunset because I don't know the cycles now. Like, do I just take the damage here and try a one attempt koala? That worked though. But now things get risky. I think I've got to catch like one of the most difficult cycles I've ever seen. Okay, we're good. Okay, that worked out. Save the mask. It's hard to move freely. Yeah, I wouldn't really know much about the movement in PC. Like, all I can really tell is from what I've seen footage of. That's interesting. Hiya, Kratos. I've become really good at the game. Yeah, I've definitely gotten better through the past year. I remember looking back at my old time trials and how useless I was. Like, really useless in the form of my movement anyway. Like, I was all over the place. Steven helped me get on my shelf. Yeah, it did. See, there are many benefits of streaming. But yeah, I was really shy. Like, a story when I was younger, when I was back in nursery, was that I was so quiet in nursery that my mum had to bring in a recording of me speaking because I never spoke. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've always just been really quiet. Wow, Koala hates me. They have not even given me a chance. Oh wow, that hit him. I've never seen that before. That just hit the minecart and hit Kong at the same time. Wow, I just got gifted. Koala be a kind dog. When's he ever a kind dog? It's a piece of crap is what he is. Like, all I need is a run with slippery climb hyper jumps to hopefully 43. And I think when I'm 43 I'll probably stop the category, because going for a run with Koala is just painful. For obvious reasons, because the odds are like, I'd say about 6 to 1. I think in general are the odds of getting Koala. It doesn't sound too bad when you think about it that way, but then you add like everything else on top of it, like higher road strats, and then with the climb hyper jumps that you gotta get in one run as well. It all stacks onto the difficulty spike. Okay, once I get to 43, I guess I could start learning like all gems or 105 maybe. No, I'll actually like start practicing the bonuses. I'll probably like spend some practice streams on it. Because as simple as those categories sound, I have no idea how to play bonuses. So I'd actually have to do research on it. Okay, good old gen room coming up next. No, this level's been really weird for me lately. I keep being late to the cycle and having to keep, like, improvising. And jumping really early on the, like, the really... Okay, all that can happen. All that can happen. I've never died there in a long time. But yeah, like, I always get there too late, have to improvise it. At least cycles are the same now though. Yeah, cycles are exactly the same on respawn at least. It just sucks there's not like a second master for toxic waste. That is a bit of an issue. Hiya now. How you doing? Not enough room for that platform, yeah. Apparently so. It was like the moment I didn't destroy the box with that thing. I was like on degs, I took the corner too early. I recognise my mistake from it though. I just jumped, I took the corner too early. Like it was genuinely my fault that I just failed that level. Actually can you get invincibility in this level? Is there a second mask? Or is it only in TTs if there's a second mask? Yeah, it's only TTs, that sucks. Like when the game gives you an extra mask and the actual level itself does, that's really weird. For a level this simple. Wow, just for this game's disgusting. I mean, practice makes perfect, I guess. I never used to be like that consistent at gen room strats. I know I failed the first corner, but that's on me right there. Like all the hard strats of gen room are pretty consistent for me now. And it used to be like a genuine run killer for me. Oh, rip. Pinstripe, please. Well, this run is no longer very good. Oh, hey Oscar, by the way. You have a pun for every single guy. Yeah, so Southeast is full of puns. All relating to the stupid trolley. Alright, let's see if I can save this one mask. Be nice if I could. How's the run going? It's nothing special. I mean, I'll lose 30 seconds to Kong, and then I lost like 10 or so on genuine just there. Which is why and I also took damage on pinstripe, so I can't get the first slippery climb hyper jump. which is why I doubt I can PB from this, but I shall keep it going. Yeah, I didn't get the boost in the box, so I'm not going for the rope. Okay, the game didn't give me a big jump. Well, rip me. It's like I prepared for that to happen, so I held X as I fell and the game still didn't give me a big jump. Normally that rope is pretty safe, like if it ledges you onto the turtle, but screw the turtle I guess. Hates me. Rope jumps are so fluent. Yeah, I know how to like land in the middle for the most part. And it is all about landing right in the center of the rope, or would you get like pushed to the side? It's just getting them on a very consistent basis. It's annoying that like the hardest rope to jump on is the one where there's like 4 or 5 turtles in the bridge. But the only way I can even get it remotely consistent is if I get like a little box boost off the box sitting right in front of it. So that's like my decision maker whether I go for it or not now. Nope. I mean, run's dead anyway, so I was trying to flash grab for the practice of it. Didn't go very well. Yeah, rip 43. I mean, sub 43 isn't possible, I mean sub 44, but yeah. Rip 43 minutes. Let's just do this for the practice of it anyway. Yeah, Psycho, you don't need the box jamming as well. The red jump has like no use for 80%. Yeah, that cycle, that's really hard to catch that. Oh, well. When the bird doesn't give you any kind of big jump or serve. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can post links, Psycho. It's some sort of YouTube bug, like... I don't know why, I've got the setting on that says people can link stuff, but it never works. Like, it only allows mods to do it. I think if you take, like... Is it a part of a URL off or something, you can still post it. I'm pretty sure there's a way of doing it, or getting around it. If that makes any sense, like, maybe you take the HTTP bit off at the start or something, maybe that works. There is definitely a way around it, because Abdul made me do it before, but I've forgotten how it's done exactly. Like, you take a bit off of the URL. Yeah, there you go. If it doesn't work, then add the HTTP on front chillers. And then it'll probably work. Wow. Been a while since I've gotten hit by that. It's weird because I practiced Jaws as well. When you completely forget the timing of the fire, I suppose. Hi, Layer 2. Yeah, Layer G. I'm terrible at pronouncing names sometimes. Wow, I got that strat. Like, I'd never normally go for that because there's not really much point. But I want to save my mask, so... because I'm masked down. Internet's lagged in a minute, I know. It's like me then. Everyone can understand my pain. There was a time when my internet was terrible. I think like there was a point when my upload speed was like 300 megabits per second or something. Luckily BT came and fixed part of it anyway. So it's back to how it used to be now. But internet in my area is just really crap. There's not very much I can do about it. Yeah, I think it's like the time I uploaded that tips and tricks video I did. I think it took like 9 hours to upload because that was when my internet was just completely dead. Or near enough dead. So it's kind of November, yeah. It doesn't bother me too much though. I'm happy to like just get a good game, or a game that would be better in standard. Or at least hopefully they spend the time actually improving it. Rather than having an Enter Dragonfly kind of deal. Doesn't Cold Hard Crash have the most boxes? Whoa, what never happened to Crash right there? Cold Hard Crash, I don't know, it's either that or Jaws of Darkness, right? So I know Jaws has like over 100 boxes, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to think if Cold Hard Crash even has remotely close to that. It has 155, okay then. That's really surprising. Because I'm trying to think where there's like a massive stack of boxes in there. I can't really think of many places where there's a massive stack of boxes on Cold Hard Crash. Yeah, 155 is a lot. That's like huge trying to speedrun Crash 1 as well. I'm glad to see people are getting into speedrunning, it's great fun. But yeah, if you're doing it on PC then, yeah, it's like a huge chance that you could get good times, or at least 43s, if you know how to play the game anyway. I mean, my PS4 run that I have, my 4404 on PS4 would be a 43 on PC.
Crash Bandicoot.
But hey, we're looking for that 43 PS4 goodness. And obviously this run isn't 43 pace, by the way, I've died like many times. But we're finishing it off because practice. I feel like you need to always finish one run a day at least. Like, it feels right to finish one run a day at least, so. Just so you don't forget late game stuff, because it's possible. Where actually am I from? I'm from the east, like close to Norwich area. But not quite in Norwich though. Norwich is like half an hour away from me probably. Maybe not even that. I'm not gonna like name the town I'm in because the town is small. But yeah, that was a low 49 anyway. With loads, so that's like maybe a high 46 perhaps. Kinda useless. Hi David. How you doing? Good job on lab. Yeah, lab's decent. I mean, the only thing I didn't go for was destroying all the boxes at the start, because that bit sucks. But in general, like, I could only save like half a second on the lab right there, if I took the boxes. You're talking about W on Sunny Beach? Okay. But even like time trials are still speedrunning, in a different sense. So I think Spyro Trilogy's release date is supposed to dissipate. I've never even heard that word before. I know what you mean though. For installing all 3 games in a single CD. It could be. It's probably Activision's response to it, honestly. But I mean, at the same time, Toys of Rob can obviously make adjustments to the game. before this run's 44.01. I mean, a PB is a PB. But imagine if I got a 44 flat. That'd be the worst feeling. Even though it's a PB, it'd be the worst feeling. What time's W on any percent? So PC world record is 43.21. PS4 world record, if you want to class as a world record, but I'm just going to say it because it's easier. The best PS4 time is 43.37. And my PB is 44.04. Whoops. That happened. Tried to rush that a bit too much. Gonna start the speedrunning Crash when we need to figure out the movement. Yeah. I'm sure the movement will just like come with practice, as everything does. Like you start to work out how spinning helps you and stuff as well. I mean, I do it loads of times. I spin off the edges because it's the safe way of doing it. And like even jumping up, like upwards, even like Sunset Vista for instance, I do spin jumps because it makes the jumps higher. And you wouldn't even notice it, but it actually does make the jumps higher. By just the smallest bit. So I spin jump quite a lot. But yeah, good luck on the speedruns though. I'm sure you enjoy it. Especially at the start, like you can PB constantly at the start, it's a really nice feeling. But the best thing I can say is the very first run, make sure you get to the end, don't reset. So I think my first run was like, this is back when I timed it with loads. Like my first run was a 1:10 with loads, 1 hour 10 minutes. Then the second run was like 1 hour 2. Which just goes to show. Just like get a few finished runs on the board before you start like optimizing crap. And also, like on the first run, you start to get a feel of what like cycles you can make and what you can't make. I mean, you also like you've got speedruns to watch as well, like to have some knowledge, but you start to get a feel of what things you can go for and what you can't. And eventually, it all just comes together. Especially on PC, it's so beautiful, yeah. Like, it looks a lot better, even for me, who doesn't really care for graphics too much, because I care more for gameplay than graphics, but I was never one who really went crazy. Like, I didn't care if, like, games have bad graphics as long as they're really good games. What did I say? Make sure what? Make sure you finish like a few runs before you do resets, like I do. Because it will let you work out what you can do in the level, basically. Because I know people who reset on Island 1 if they make one mistake, but they never see the rest of the game. And then they get a bit further, and then they fail that level. And you just keep on a constant reset basis, and it gets worse. Like, I reset now if I know I can't PB from it, kind of thing. And I'm very limited to what mistakes I can make now. You prefer to reset if you do feel something's big bad for run? Yeah. It's like when okay, so funny fact, the first ever trial run of any percent I did, the very first attempt I got hit by the first crab. I'm not even kidding. That was kind of funny though. But yeah, like, there are some things you just feel are terrible and the urge to reset is always there, you know? Like, you make one mistake and the urge is always there. You're like, I want to reset, but... That's when speedrunning can really start to get painful though. Okay, I was lucky. I actually let go of X there as the boxes are falling down, but for some reason it didn't actually slow down the box fall, so... Normally it does if you like let go of X and repress it again by accident. I do that quite a lot though. Like, as the boxes fall down, you try and look at the chat for like half a second or something. And you just sort of let go of X really easily. It sounds so stupid, but it's so easy to do. See, that start of rolling stones has become a bit more muscle memory to me now. At the start I thought it was like complete and utter luck. But it's definitely way more consistent now I know how to move through that bit. I mean, it's not the sort of thing I get every time though, obviously. It's actually a genuinely hard strat, but... At least it gains a second every time, so... Oh wow. I hate when that happens, that's just really scary. I mean, it's fast if you do get that, but not every time do you land on the right side when you get hit on that wall that sticks out. It's a bit scary, yeah. That's one of like the optimal time trial strats as well, that hasn't been used yet. Because obviously you land with the invincibility faster, so you gain time. It's really difficult to do. Like, you try and do that on time trial, and you won't be able to do it. It's one of those weird things that just happens every now and then. Improving 25, 45, 25, 49. That's, yeah, 29. Getting numbers mixed up right now. Yeah, nice job. Like, the more you do it, the more you'll just keep decreasing in time. It's like when I try and practice new levels in Crash 2 or 3, I have no idea how to play them, but I eventually just start whipping down seconds. Hi, Cooper. No. There we go. Well, this cycle's not gonna suck. I think there's a way of saving this to catch up to the original cycle, but I don't think there is. I am just a cycle behind, I think. Yeah. Unless I go for the 2 boxes, maybe that'll work. Okay, well that happened anyway. It's just a really weird way of doing Native Fortress. Yeah, still grinding for sub 44 anyway. Yeah, for 43 minutes, the grind is real. And this Native Fortress is terrible. All because of that one fail where I just missed the pole. It messes with all the cycles. I'm on PS4, Chris. Love the stream, be out back connections, make time 12 videos instead. I mean, if your upload speed is above, like, I mean, mine's about 2.5 megabits per second upload speed. So, I mean, if you have that, then you can technically stream fine, but I don't know how good your internet is. But, I mean, you know, like, my internet just decides to, like, die at some points. Or just get low quality, so about 2.5 is probably the minimum-ish. At least for streaming at 720. Where's my jump? Where was my jump? Yeah, I lost my mask, so... That was just really weird, never not seen a jump there before. But yeah, I'd say if you have anything lower than like 2.5 upload, then streaming at 720 will be really hard. But I'm not the genius around here. Someone got sub 40 in Jungle Wars. You try, but you're stuck on 4070. I don't know what my PB is in Jungle Wars. Is it like 38, 20 something? 24 I think. Yeah, Jungle Wars is all about the angles. And some really good invincibility movement at the end. It's not easy. It's like trying to do boulders but forwards basically, in terms of the angle stuff. Except that Jungle Roller's angles didn't fully make sense to me. Like, literally ever. I could never find the most optimal way of doing that level. Yeah, I would have uploaded my 3824, but I accidentally deleted the video. Because I'm dumb. Yeah, Jamie is very inconsistent with splits, I hate it. It's literally the one level that makes literally zero sense with the split differences. Especially towards the start. I think it's like, is it the 12 or 13 split, something like that. That split is done. Like it can vary by like 0.2 or 0.3 every time. You just never know why. Guess what's happened now? What happened, Chillers? Something amazing? You literally drank water. Well, congrats. I mean, well done for staying hydrated though. I encourage everyone to drink water. Got 25-12. Nice for you. Yeah, Luca. It's very hard to say how the angles work in jungle rollers, but if you watch a video, you might be able to get some ideas. I mean, especially look at the Edgar's video, if you can find it. As his is like by miles the best videos you can find of jungle rollers. But yeah, angles are weird for sure. Very precise. Relieved to get top 5, yeah, Jamie. I remember when I first did jungle rollers and it took me like 6 days to get my, the 38, was it 3844 I got? Like, the level had me stumped. Hi, Crash Bandicoot. Welcome. This stream is sponsored by water. Yeah, where's Hydrobot on YouTube? When's that gonna be a thing? Like, I'm terrible at drinking water as well. Like, I actually should have something that reminds me to drink water constantly. Maybe I need like a sticky note on top of my screen or something. Drink water in capital letters. You try and beat it again? Yeah, go for it, boy. I mean, that's the way to get good times in time trials. Do them hundreds of times. Hey Eric. Who else is sad but excited about Spyro? Yeah, I mean, the delay thing doesn't bother me, personally. I think it's only for the best that it happens. I mean, as I said earlier in the stream, before, definitely better to have a good game than a rush game. I knew I was gonna screw it up once today. Had to. Let's hope I can get past this roller cycle coming up. Or not jump again. What is Crash doing today? What is Crash doing today? He doesn't want to jump. I swear. Hey yo. How was the run going? I mean, it's up to Rolling Stones, it was fine. But most runs up to Rolling Stones are fine. It's generally up to, like, Native Fortress. I mean, if I fail Rolling Stones, then that is probably the hardest level on Iron 1, actually, Rolling Stones. But generally every run up to that point will be fine. Unless I'm just dumb. Yeah, it don't matter. That's twice in a row now Crash just didn't jump. On levels where he should be jumping. Then you getting your biscuits. I died because Crash didn't jump again, jealous. So he just walked off the platform. It's also annoying because apparently, I only found this out the other day. I'm assuming it's true. But like every first death in a level where you fall off a hole, apparently you get the shoe animation. Where the shoes fall up makes no sense. Like where the shoes just fly up in the air, which costs like so many time, or so much time in general. Like I had no idea that was even a thing. I assumed it was a random death animation. But yeah, the shoe animation sucks. And the fact that you can't like even get lucky with it or anything. Speedrun the game is a real challenge, yep. It's difficult, but it's very doable. But the interesting thing is, Island 3 isn't that bad. I think Island 2 is actually the hardest island. If you forget that High Road like exists on Island 3. I personally think Island 2 is the hardest island. Especially as I found out you don't actually have to go for the Jaws strat anymore. Wow. That happened. See, I don't even have to like rush Jaws at all anymore. which is a really comfortable feeling considering it's right at the end of the game. Because before it's like you pass the 3 times, but then you've got to do the final challenge of getting through jaws. Assuming lap goes okay, lap is generally fine. (22:15) split is insane. Oh, is that on Jungle Bowlers? Yeah, Edgar gets even better splits than me, he's crazy. Isn't the 32 split the one where you hit the box wall? So I know you can get 22.0 something rather in that. It's just really hard though. Makes me wish I didn't accidentally delete my BB video. Or my BB footage. Yeah, besides Boulder dashing up the creek. Then again, I died in up the creek a second ago because Crash didn't jump, but ignoring the fact that Crash wouldn't jump, those 2 levels are fine, the rest are awful. Anyone who thinks Temple Ruins is fine that's not true. Especially if you go for the really optimal strats on Temple Ruins. Which I'm kinda not bothering with. At least the start bit anyway. Jesus. I love resetting here. When you can't even get past Island 1, it's fun. Crash 1's the hardest. Yeah, everyone has different opinions on what's hardest. For me, it's not. Oh, nice, you sub 25, boy. Congrats. That's fast progress. Got some Oreos and ready to watch. Good idea. Hi Sean, how you doing? Whoops, missed that box. For some reason I thought Mattel sniped it. Love my streams, +1 sub. Oh, thank you very much, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wish I could like actually stream from OBS, that'd be so much better to have the timer, but we just work with what we've got. I guess I need to do one of those runs where you just don't think about what you're doing whatsoever. Because those runs are always successful, it's really weird. Where you sort of like do a half-assed run and everything goes fine. Doing good, hope winning and being records today. I hope we can get a 43 soon. I mean, it's obviously gonna be a grind, so... Like, good times are always gonna be a grind to get. But I know I can do it, it's just... time is of the essence. Will ever run 100% category? It depends how long this category takes, and whether I do that. Then again, I might also like do a bit of Crash 2 and Crash 3 if I finish this category spin fairly quickly. So I'm not sure like what the next thing will be, as of right now, but we'll see. I mean, I did like a couple of 105 attempts on Crash 1, but nothing too major. It was just more for fun. Why do I spin so much? I know, I spin loads. I mean, there are uses to spinning, but there's like some spins I do are completely pointless. Thanks for good luck, Lewis. Food will taste so good now. If only I had some food right now. But nope. Pizza and Joy, the best combination. Can't go wrong with pizza, can you? Right, let's not die upstream this time. Okay, good. Yeah, you never go wrong with pizza, so true. Why didn't I buy any pizza last time I went shopping? Put pineapple on pizza. I've never actually tried that. But I'm guessing I don't even want to know. I assume it's bad. But then again, how would I know? It sounds bad, but it might not be as bad as it sounds. It's actually weird, at least for me. Like, things that even smell really awful actually taste great. Like in just meals in general, it's so weird. Assume nothing, try for myself, yeah. Well, I'm hoping Crash will jump this time on all these jumps. Or we can take damage. For being too slow, apparently. That part's weird. It's like sometimes you feel like you do it fine and you just don't make it past the last roller. It's not too bad though. You have to wait on those and that's it. How do you think Hawaiian pizzas are made? Sounds like I need to try Hawaiian pizza. Piss take whenever I take damage at that point, yeah. It's like all my jumps were fine, yeah, apparently I didn't make it past that roller. And you can't even move to one side because that last roller just has like the biggest hitbox ever. Because if you swerve left it will still hit you, so you have to try and get behind the roller to actually make it by it, but it's tricky. Yeah, and then obviously you lose the invincibility later on, so... But at least with that though, you keep like the same amount of masks coming into other levels, but then again, you lose the masks too anyway, so... But yeah, it doesn't mess with your mask counter anyway. Which is the only plus. That's why I don't like mind taking damage on that level too much, but it still sucks. So I guess it's a good way to get, like, that spot there on Rolling Stones is a good way to practice your movement with the invincibility, I suppose. I mean, if you can make it past it on a consistent basis, then your movement's pretty good. I'm pretty sure there's no other spot in the game where the movement with invincibility has to be like so perfect. That I can think of anyway, or any percent at least. All I can think of is jungle rollers. But you don't need like perfect movement to get by that, it's not too hard. Did you pineapple on pizza? You did, chillers. Hey Jack, how you doing? Welcome. Okay, good native fortress. You got Norwegian style macaroni and Jarlsberg cheese with some mixed onion, garlic, and then ketchup over that. Sounds delish. I don't want any up the creek deaths, because these deaths are just demoralizing. It's probably like the worst place to die in a run, actually. It's just like you failed, because you lose all your masks. And the master carry all the way until boulder dash, which is like the most annoying part. Yeah, I'm doing some pretty safe jumps here. I mean, last time I died, it wasn't even my fault, really. Like, it wasn't like a rush jump or anything, but... I'm only gonna lose up to like half a second, probably. If I do careful jump. Nice fortress. Yeah, it was nice. Hey Diesel, how you doing? Hope you're well. Do I love you? Yes, Jack. Is that what you want to hear? If you don't want any deaths not to keep, don't mention them, yeah. That is the best way to go about it. Like, once I get to Island 3, I just forget about everything. I don't even think about anything. Because the more I think about High Road approaching, that's just when it all goes to crap. That's probably like the art of speedrunning though, is to like have so much confidence that you're just never gonna fail. Or just not think about what's coming up, like you just do your thing and just play the game. Ah, well, that's not good. I hope I can still make the cycle. Nope, I couldn't make it. That's unfortunate. Hey Abdul. Please notice you. I did notice you, Jack. Oh my god. That's even worse. Oh, I lost city, man. It's probably one of the bigger levels to fail. Or at least get major time loss on. The worst battle is Rue for you. If you know how to defeat Rip and Rue, then you'll be fine, but the learning process of it to know how to hit them is something. We've lost the bonus. Why'd you do this to me? You feel so slow. At least I get the box jumps on a more consistent basis now. I know how it works. I mean, it is still muscle memory based, but at least like I know you have to hit the center of the box, otherwise it fails. The last full box spin is sick. Yeah, I love doing that. It took me a while to practice it as well. It's just knowing like when to start moving to the right as you hit the funnel, or like as you do the spin jump. But yeah, getting 3 of them is hard enough, but getting the 4th one, it's just muscle memory for me now. Too slow lost so you get good. I mean, I went for the bar strats, I nearly got it as well. At least on the climbing section, I just failed this lower floor, because I'm dumb. But the tournament bonus is still a bit lucky in terms of what boxes seem to break in the top half anyway. Which is why I hate it so much. Reg, I redeemed myself about level apple. When you get 3 masks, what does that correctly say? I have no idea. I don't think anyone knows. This is one of those levels where you really want to try and read the chat, but even if you try on this level, it's just like you're gonna die. So I'll stop bothering. Even though everyone will hate me for that, but still. Yeah, I wish I had like more of a good pass when it comes to water slides. Like, I never really went anywhere with water slides. I mean, like, one of the local swimming pools always had a water slide, but that's pretty much all I had in experience of water slides. I mean, I've obviously been like to loads of theme parks and stuff and gone down like log flumes, but I mean that's not the same thing. That hasn't happened in months. I just got destroyed. That actually hasn't happened in the longest time. That makes me sad. I'm trying to think how much time that loses. It's been so long since a lizard has like launched me backwards. I know why it happens, it's just it's like if you spin them whilst they're not fully in the air yet, they'll just launch you backwards. It's the worst. Well, now I'm playing on random cycles. So this could be fun. Okay, well. The good thing about death is it didn't steal any mass from me. It just lost time essentially, but whatever. Like dying on the bottom floor where I died there was better than dying on the top floor. Guess I'm getting with your own, yep. I still don't think PB's dead yet though, by any means. But yeah, death sucks. It's like you spin a few milliseconds too early when the list hasn't jumped yet, fully. And once you get launched backwards, you have no control. It's like the same feeling as getting ledged from a rope, but just backwards into a hole. Okay. PB is still possible. I mean, that gains 30 seconds. I didn't lose 30 seconds to sunset death, so that's time gain. Right, now I mustn't do the strat at the end of this level because I'm gonna have invincibility. So I'll just get ledged off the pipe. Oh well, that sucks. That's not winning any time. This is terrible. Okay, we're not gonna have invincibility. This is gonna be the slowest heavy machinery of all time, is what it's gonna be. I have no idea what the hell is going on with these cycles now. I'm just gonna be in for a rough time. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't rush that. Losing the invincibility doesn't really lose me time. It's just I lost out on a steam cycle, I think that's what's happened here. Because the invincibility is faster until you get to the pipe section where you can't do a strat anymore because you get ledged. Well, this heavy machinery, wow, that was truly bad. That was truly something over. It's annoying because if that box doesn't break on the stack at the start, it's just like you failed every cycle in the level now because of that. Deal with it kind of thing. Is that Kong jump difficult to pull off? Yes. It's like a frame perfect jump. If I get to everywhere, will I play Bloodborne? I mean, Bloodborne's never interested me. And also, I'm not gonna get everywhere. Like, that sunset fail and that heavy machinery fail makes WR impossible. And it's also like heavily optimized anyway. Wrong way of my name on it, and you just reset. We're not resetting this yet. Just subscribe where I love you now. Thanks, Mads. Of course I love you now. Right, let's not fail this time. There we go, made the first corner. Taking damage here on purpose. I'm dead. Oh. I saw how much I swerved towards the screen right there by accident. I was like, there's no way I'm making this jump. I thought I just simply wasn't going to make it. Hate this camera angle. Be on Cortex Power or Genron. Please play. You have almost 200 hours on it. I don't know, I'm more of a platformer kind of person. Imagine if I took damage from one of these guys again. Where Crash just didn't spin, so I then proceed to fail like the rest of the entire level. If I don't notice, he will break up with you. I mean, I noticed you, so I guess that didn't happen then. Right, hopefully notice that we hit here. Okay, good. That first hit always scares me, way more than the second one. Cool, okay. I tell you, that if you get the box boost, if you like take the ice and get the boost on the box, that rope is actually consistent. Like how Sun, I got on high road, I know, right? I have to. You just know when I go silent, I'm just like complete in the zone. And this level's no better, by the way. As we know. Okay, got stopped by something right there. Like, that was a really quick, oh, I could have gone for that. A really quick, momentum blocker right there. Camera, please. Don't. Oh, this is losing so much time. Wow, finally. I just lost like 6 seconds to that. At least. Like, what did that camera want from me right there? I mean, if I knew how long this top section was, you can do it without the camera. But it sucks. Like, I guess you could get a stopwatch and just quickly press the stopwatch, and then you just keep running. Okay. It's something at least. Hey Teal. How's it going? We have a pretty decent run. Just the one sunset death, I believe. I mean, this isn't optimal at all. And I mean, there's still quite a way to go. But yes, focus mode shall be activated from this point onwards. So this might be like a really slow lights out, so I'm hoping I get through the blade cycle. At least I'm looking for. Okay, I do. Well, that hit sucked. Oh wow, I'm actually gonna lose the master jaws. Okay, this gets interesting. I'll just have to wait on the fire at the end. Okay. I know how to fix this. Well, I mean, not fix it, but I mean, I'm gonna have to lose like 2 seconds, but... With invincibility. Now, you don't get invincibility. It's just, I can't damage abuse. You know, I'll cut that corner, I won't take that box. I'm going for the cycle here. The cycle is more important than the box. Okay, good, made the cycle. Yeah, now I'm just gonna have to spin the snake away and wait on this fire. What? I hate my life. The fire took so long. That's just the dumbest death I've ever had in my life. I swear fire never takes that long. Whatever. Like, you wait on the fires at the start and you wait for like half a second or something. Well, a bit longer now, but... that death just sucked. I mean, I've got no hyper jump still though, so I'm probably still PB from this, by the way. That was dumb. Only I can do something like that. And this is even more dumb. Oh my god. Wait, what? What is with this game? Oh wow. Well, a bit PB now. Why the hell would that happen? What's the difference? Why does that happen to me? It's the exact same thing. Incredible. That's actually funny. It's like you can only hold left there after you 4 or 5 gems, so... How can you make it the second time but not the first? It's all falling apart, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, but I think that pretty much seals it. Why am I such a choke first? Like, why am I so bad at everything? That's not the first time that cast machine thing's happened to me recently either. Yeah, like every time I went back to practice it, it never happened to me, so I was like, fine. But this game hates me. But every time I get like a half decent run and get to castle, it seems to fail me. Even if the strat is like 100% consistent. Yeah, I definitely can't PB now. I'm trolling everyone in this run. I wish that were the case. And there was saying Third Island wasn't very hard. And the game does that to me. What is going on? Now I can't jump a fire that is very consistently jumpable. Nice. Well, then again, the electric is now back to front, so. I always have to jump on the right side. Yeah. Then you miss the box, so you can't even do that. But like the electric is jumpable on the left side very consistently. I'm getting old. I'm getting too old for games. Is that what it's come down to? It suddenly became a lot more exciting. Because I can't do anything right, yeah. And people sound good at this game.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
I'm literally answering everyone except you. Is that true? I mean, it's impossible to answer literally everything in a speedrun. Like, this is the only run I've ever gotten to have gotten all hyper jumps, and then I just choke it to oblivion. In pretty much in every level after lights out as well. Like, I had a 343, and then that happened. Well, that was terrible. That's how you lose 2 minutes in the ending, by the way. Like, do I even do another run after that? Let's go, I'll give it one more try. But it wasn't a PB though, obviously. That was around my life incredible stuff. Thanks, Psycho. If the last 4 levels went fine, yeah. But like, do I actually have to practice this? In all seriousness. It's not very difficult. See, strat is free. Yeah, I couldn't do it. How long was that? It was like 2 minutes slower than PB, so... About... my PB is like 40-44, so about a 46, a low 46. But yeah, this strat is incredibly free. What if I do it with the analog? Does it make any difference? Nope. That's so dumb. Taking a bath and coming back. Okay, chillis. Have a good bath. What else splits on my stream? If I could, I would stream from OBS, but my laptop can't handle it. So I tried before, and I had to stream at 360p, and even then, OBS has sort of crashed with live split and stuff. So I retime it like after I get the run for loadless time anyway. New laptop, new PC, yeah. If I had the money to. What's next after sub 43? Well, when I get 43, I'm not even sure. I might do Crash 2 or 4, I might do like all gems or something. 105 in Crash 1. But we'll see. Depends when I finish this category. I feel like you're invisible. But I've read every single comment for like the past 5 minutes of yours. But yeah, like I can't read every message out whilst doing runs, because if I look to the left on my laptop then I immediately die. And we'll be here all year trying to get a 43. It's like when I stream in the evenings. I know most of the time I have mic in the evening. But most of the time I don't have mic purely because my brother's sleeping. He has to get up early in the morning. And like the walls are really thin in this house, but I mean it's also a good way to stay focused as well. Check like a needy oven. I mean, if you send comments like during the Jaws of Darkness and later period in that last run, then I probably didn't read it because I was trying. And I still choked anyway, but like after Slippery Climb I can't really have stupid fails like I just did. Hey Frederick. Your train got cancelled? No. That's terrible. I hate that feeling. It's like when buses never arrived on time, like when I was younger. Yeah, trains getting cancelled is the worst. I mean, at least if my bus didn't actually come for me, I could just walk to wherever I wanted to go. I mean, it'd take a lot longer, but like I wasn't stranded if I didn't have the bus back then. Yeah, the thing of where I lived was the buses were just completely random. I mean, like, they said when they were coming, but sometimes they'd be like 5 minutes early and sometimes they'd be like 20 minutes late. It was so annoying to deal with. And sometimes they wouldn't come at all. I mean, not going ever like near them too much, but that is a thing. Like, they sometimes just wouldn't come at all. Like, you could get there like 10 to 15 minutes early and they still would never appear. You hear me apply people below and above? I don't read in like a logical order. I just read random comments for the most part. Okay, this level. Good start anyway. Let's just hope the roll doesn't screw me up later on. I mean, I know I need good jumps here to make this roller cycle at the end, but they really have to be perfect apparently. Or I can just die. Great job. What is it with Rolling Stones deaths lately? Yeah, can you please just drop the subject of not reading comments thing? I was to be here like all night with the same comments. Cool team, no one's against you. Yeah. Everyone is different. I mean, everyone's way more humorous than I am. I'm just like really chill. No one else is just humorous. I wish I was. I mean, I hope the reason Apple is not streaming is because they've like crashed the 102 record. I hope that's not the reason though. I'm sure it isn't, but I'm sure he has his own reasons for not streaming. Even though we all love the streamers. Yeah, Abdul. I can understand you taking a break. I did the same thing a few months ago. That's what I assumed it was. He just like tired the game at that point because he did stream it quite a lot in one succession. Take a break and come back always helps, yeah, Jamie. That definitely does work. I mean, it's a long time ago, but even like at the Christmas period, I just played Call of Duty instead. I mean, I didn't stream or anything, I just played in my own time. Because I was getting a bit tired of Crash after like 6 months. So I took like a few weeks off of Crash. And then came back. What's the, it's 158, I think he did, yeah. I think it's 158. It's beatable, by the way, he fell spaced out. Because I saw the ending of it. I mean, you knew it's beatable anyway, but still. Do a holiday double on Crash for, and for which levels? Oh god. That's a long list though. I mean, I do have a playlist of all my current records. I just feel like I'm gloating if I just list them all off. It seemed really bad. Yeah, speaking of playlists, I always forget to update my other playlists. I probably should just get rid of them. Or just redo them when Sparta comes out or something. Don't make any Jaws hyper jump. Oh, you mean that stupid Jaws jump at the end? No, I didn't go for it. And I'll never go for it in a run, it's stupid. The odds are like 10 to 1. And those are not the kind of odds you want. Hey Mason. Yeah, I just wish I didn't choke that run last time. That was just like the biggest collection of chokes I've ever seen for the end of a run. But hey, it happened, move on. We'll do it right next time. That's how I made it with like loads of spaces there. What you missing? You missed my my 43 choke. I died once in the sunset and that was it. And lost for about 10 seconds. And then a bit of a fail on heavy machinery, but it was like one steam cycle that I lost that level. Shall I go you on later? Okay, Mason. If I'm still on at that point, I have no idea. Mason sounds like a country musician. Not when you've heard us rapping, you won't be saying that. I mean, I may have just roasted Mason behind his back where he's probably gone. Welcome back, Chillers. That was a good bath. Glad to hear that. You haven't missed anything interesting, don't worry. You just missed a bunch of Island 1 resets. You know, the usual. Oh, well. Not getting that box then, are we? That was so weird, like I spun on top of the fire and it gave me a floaty effect. Only I would ever have noticed that though. It's one of those things you notice when you're playing, you just get like a floaty fall because you spun on top of the fire hitbox. Mason's the real MC. Yes, I'm definitely happy with the amount of runs I'm getting out of Island 1 though recently. Like obviously it's gonna be a fail every now and then. But there was a time where I just couldn't get out of Island 1 to stay alive. It's like definitely there's been improvements. At least in the consistency, right? Mason's beatboxing his out as well. Oh, that was close. God of War speedrun next. Yeah, just do like a blind God of War speedrun first attempt, world record. That TNT started moving so quick for some reason. Yeah, see, like, that was weird. Makes no difference, but it's like if we were still like early in the cycle, yet the TNT moved way earlier than it should have. And with a Wii controller, imagine it. It's like if I like speedran Spiral like on the first playthrough, get instant world record. I mean, I'd never do that though because I want to appreciate the game. But I wonder if there's someone who actually would do that, just to get the world record day one. Okay, we're not doing fast climb strats then, because Battle Cycle is bugged. I mean, it's not even bugged, it's just sort of random. So yeah, fast climb here is now useless. Oh, God. Wow. It's like, nope, you have to fall all the way down to the bottom. Nope, halfway is not good enough. Whatever. It's only like 15 seconds. Well, now it's a reset. I just found the burrito token away. That's new. It's like I didn't even move, right? I didn't move at all, I slammed the ground, then all of a sudden Crash just fell even further. It's like, okay. Hiya, Basil. Like, this should be the last run, because it's 10 to 8. That was funny though, I just kept falling down even though I didn't press anything. It's like I body slammed then got ledged off the side of the platform or something, I don't even know. You hope Spy include leaderboards for speedways and stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool. Be a really good way to practice them as well. If you die on a bonus round, does that count against getting a gem on no record? No. You can die in a bonus round as much as you want, Robbie. You just can't die in the main level itself. So I think Spyro have leaderboards. If it has leaderboards, I can only see it happening for speedways and skateboarding. I can't see how else they can do it. Because I don't think Talent Trial is given the game. Because if they were in the game, I think we'd know about it by now. Yeah, this is gonna be like the most elite final run ever. I believe this is gonna be the one. Every time Cross I say boy, you eat some chili. I mean, I've never played the game, so I wouldn't know this. I'm assuming that is a lot. But just speaking of chili, makes me hungry. But if I want to complete this run, then I have to survive for another 3/4 of an hour. It's like the ultimate test. I'm missing out, the game is amazing. Yeah, I've heard God of War is pretty good. I'm assuming it's God of War, right? God of War sucks. Nice mixed opinion. Wow. Well, I guess we're not getting a run today. I'm trying to think, as of right now... It is 8 o'clock, so... As of right now, plans are that I'll stream tomorrow. If anything changes, then... I won't be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, that upstream depth annoys me. The jump's consistent, but sometimes you just sink in the water really quickly. But yeah, like pretty much required to do a spin jump to make it over. So yeah, I guess that'll be it for today. And as of right now, stream will be happening tomorrow. But not Sunday though, because Sunday I'm always busy. So yeah. Yeah, I'm done now, Psycho. It's been 4 hours, so nearly 4 hours. 3.5. I don't want to go like overboard with any percent because, you know, it will get to that point where it's like lose the plot. Like 3.5 hours is pretty good. Like every day to keep at it. It's like quite a few attempts anyway. But yeah, hopefully I should be back on tomorrow, about the same time-ish. And yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll catch you then. See ya.